Hi guys! So today I'm excited to finally join along with a topic for the Virtual Homeschool Co-op, and I'm going to go ahead and link the information below if you'd like more information about that. It's a really neat way to see what other homeschoolers, how other homeschoolers feel about different topics, and it's a great resource if you're just starting especially. So today's assignment, or this week's assignment, is all about how you take time for yourself when you're managing homeschooling in a home and all of those plates that you're spinning at one time. So I have a few different methods, I guess I would say, and I didn't necessarily really know that I took so much time for myself until I started writing them down and saw how I kind of balance out personal care and family care and homeschooling and all that. So I try to divide this up a little bit, small ways, physical ways, and big or financial ways. So I'll start with the financial side of maybe some ways that I kind of try to alleviate some of the stresses that involve finances. So the first one is that we do use a cleaning service. Now, thankfully, there's a cleaning service in my town that gives a significant discount if you're a part of a mom's group in town. So it's not a huge financial commitment to have the cleaning service. And my husband works really long hours, and so that leaves me at home a lot more. And our first year of homeschooling, I think it was, is when I really started to realize that I couldn't balance it all and something had to give somewhere, whether it was cooking our food or not being so involved in homeschooling, and I just couldn't quite figure out the balance with the extensive work hours. And so when we laid out our priorities, obviously homeschooling was one of them, but so was cooking and healthy eating. So the area that kind of was a struggle for me was balancing time to clean our home. And I can't really homeschool if the house is messy, so for myself, having a clean home makes me very relaxed and I can enjoy the homeschooling process. So what we've done is we hire this cleaning company. Now they only come for an hour or two twice a month. So basically I keep up with the organization and the spot cleaning of our home. They do the deep cleaning twice a month, and for me it gives me peace of mind. I know there's no dust bunnies anywhere. I know that there's no germs. I'm a little bit of a germaphobe too. So they do all the mopping under the beds kind of stuff, change the sheets. They don't do the laundry or any of that. But having that is a huge relief for me, and so I don't use them in the summertime, only during the school year. We found a good balance with it. We tried weekly, we tried once a month, we've tried everything, but it really works out for our family that it's twice a month. So that's my first big way that I take care of myself. The other way, financially speaking, would be that I do have mother's helpers, sweet little girls who live across the street, and they come over for about an hour in the evening, one at a time, not both of them at the same time, and they help me get the kids in bed. Now that gives me time to either cook dinner while they're here. They'll take the kids for a walk, they'll take them outside, they'll play with them in their room. Sometimes they help with bath time and bedtime, but that either gives me time to cook dinner or to put stuff away, or if I've had a really good day and I managed to do all that before they got here, then I'll kind of run off into my room and scrapbook or just have like mental relief or just watch junk TV or something, which is not usually the case. Usually it's me trying to get things done that I couldn't normally do without them here. And then my last thing is date nights, and if you have followed my blog, then you know that date nights are a priority for my husband and I, mostly because he's not here often, so we really need that weekly date night to get alone and get away. But it's also a huge help for me to step out of the house and take a break from, when you're homeschooling and you're a homemaker and you have young children especially, it's really hard to separate yourself, and so that almost just gives me a sense of self back to get out for a few hours on a weekend, clear my mind, and then enjoy my time with my husband. That gives me a little bit of, like I said, a sense of self, and just like, oh, there's a person deep down in there, and the teacher, mom, cleaning lady mixed up into one. And then the physical ways that I would say I take care of myself there's two things that I specifically do that just make me feel good and refreshed. One of those is working out, and that's going to be my next Let's Talk video, so prepare yourselves. And the other way is skincare, and I know that sounds really funny, but I didn't realize, it's just having like bright skin or a good skincare routine for me was something that I was really lacking in. I was able to take care of my hair, I was able to wear makeup, I was able to get myself all put together, but I didn't really have a good skincare program. So this is a recent change for me. Just a couple months ago, I started using, my friend sells Rodan and Fields, and I started using that, and it actually has kind of made me just feel awesome when I wake up in the morning and do the mask and do it at night. It helps me feel, even if I don't have makeup on, I just feel like I have a clean, fresh face, and it helps me a lot. Not for everyone, but for me, it definitely does. There's tons of small things that I do off and on that I'm sure would be the most beneficial information for this video to take care of myself. Now, I either wake up really early during the day just to have an hour by myself. I don't even want, I want complete time alone, not even time with my husband. I love him, but I need some like peace and quiet in my day, and that's just for myself. And I know not everyone's that way, but I definitely am. So if I wake up early, I have my coffee, and I kind of catch up on the day's news by myself, I really enjoy that time, and I start my day on a much better note than if I didn't have that. If for some reason I don't get up that early, then I do like a working lunch. So I will make a lunch for my kids, set them down, fun. Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to say that I have something to eat.
Did you eat your lunch?
Yeah.
Okay, you can grab some grapes out of the fridge.
Okay.
Okay. So, as I was saying, I will do like a working lunch where I'll just remove myself from the kids, and they'll eat their lunch, nothing they can choke on or anything of that sort. And it's usually just in the next room over, and I'll just take a little bit of time to breathe, read a book, eat my own lunch on a different table, and just feel a little bit alone for a little while. Now, summer is, yes sir. Summer is a huge time for me as a homeschool mom. I definitely need the break almost more than my kids, and so summer is one way that I really try to like rejuvenate, focus on projects that I've wanted to do. I make a list of things that I really want to do but wouldn't have time to do during the school year. I do a lot of scrapbooking, crafting, all those things that I envisioned I'd be able to do in motherhood, but with homeschooling involved, I just don't have the time for. And also setting our homeschool schedule up to be a 6-in-1 schedule where we school 6 weeks and take a week off every 6 weeks has been helpful as well, because it gives me just a little break to refresh again and do a couple of those little projects that are weighing on me. So let me think. How am I going to organize this, because it's kind of all over the place. I turn my phone off during the day so I don't hear it. That noise is super distracting, and that can be a big problem for me, just feeling weighed down. Turn the lights on in the house, open the windows, just get fresh air in, turn all the TVs and the radios off, put on soft music. All those kinds of things are just mental clutter that help me feel refreshed. All that mental clutter really weighs you down, and you don't necessarily realize like that's what's getting to you, but that really definitely agitates me.
Can I supposed to smash it to make it turn into jelly so that I can eat it?
Yeah, but you have to use a paper towel when you do it so it doesn't make a mess everywhere, okay?
Okay, we have to use a paper towel.
So yeah, and then also having your kids involved in your chores is a huge help, because my kids are very young, but it's amazing to me even at their young age how much they can help with refreshing the home environment. And then I think the last thing is my little guilty pleasure. Every evening when the kids go to bed, I'll have a treat for myself, and I know all day long that it's coming, so I can make good food choices all day. And it is usually a soda, which I know is awful, or a non-dairy Ben & Jerry's scoop of ice cream, or let me think what else it would normally be. It's usually something sweet. One of those things. A decaf coffee with real yummy, nasty, bad for you creamer. So I always sit down, kind of unwind, and either flip on a TV show, read a book, or have a chat with my husband. He watches shows that are really boring to me, but I'll still watch them just to spend time with him and kind of unwind mentally. So that is, those are the many things I apparently do. Now I feel like I have no excuse for saying that I'm overwhelmed because I just had like a huge list of ways that I unwind. So, and I will say, speaking to the financial things, I know that a cleaning lady or mother's helpers, I know it's a luxury. We have found really good deals and prices on those things, but for me, the benefit is that I don't feel the need to run off and go get, you know, a facial or a pedicure or time alone or go to Target and go shopping, because those things really help me. They make my time at home enjoyable, and I don't feel the need to get away as much. And in the long run, with as much as I would spend on those shopping trips and days out and times alone, I'm actually saving a lot more money this way. So anyway, if you would like more information about the Virtual Homeschool Co-op, or you'd like to see how other moms take time for themselves, that information to that co-op is below. And I hope you guys have a great day. Bye!